Hey guys, Mike with T1D Weekly, and this week I want to talk about the good and the bad. This week for me has been pretty challenging in the gym and at home. Dieting has become a little bit harder in my opinion, but I'm still sticking with it. And I think it's really due to the week that we had in the gym. It was a heavy week. We went up to a 2-rep max every single day. We did bench, squat, overhead press, and deadlift. And to top it off, the cardio, I switched it up just a little bit. I only did one spin class. I did a 45-minute row and my usual 32-mile bike ride on Sunday because we got rained out on Saturday. My diet may or may not have been good enough for this week with all the heavy work and cardio. I probably should have upped my calories a little bit, but I think really all I did okay. I talked to a nutritionist this week. I had about an hour-long conversation with her, and it was to help me understand how some foods affect diabetes, and really the consensus that we came up with was I'm doing pretty much everything right, and I need to go back to trial and error and really figure out what works for me versus what the science says, because she was impressed with what I was doing in the gym and how I've been managing my diabetes over the last few months and switching my diet, and it was a good talk. She's doing a bunch of research on her own, and we're gonna come back in a couple weeks and hopefully see if she can find anything that we're missing, I think. So the macros this week, we were within range every day but Sunday, and it probably has a lot to do with the 1,600 calories that I burned first thing Sunday morning. So I think really it'll be fine. Weight loss is over time. It's not just, if you mess up one day, it's not gonna kill you. So don't get discouraged when you have a day that you have more. Just kind of analyze it and see where your body fluctuates, and we're in it for the long haul. So one day over, you might be under the next day, and that will kind of equal it out. I did a little bit of fluctuation on my numbers this week. We changed the settings on my pump, my endocrinologist and I, with my diabetic educator, who is the T-Slim rep for my pump. So my high blood glucose was 232. My average was 144. My low was 51. I was above my target range 16% of the time. In my target range 84% of the time, and below 0% of the time. with a daily dose of 66.4 units a day. So my target is 70% in range. So I'm not outside of that. I'm still hitting my goal there. I would like to see 90%, but it might not be possible every single week. Body measurements that changed from this week. So my weight went down to 211 pounds. My starting weight 5 weeks ago was 221 pounds. I can take this as like one of the greatest accomplishments that I've ever done, especially in 5 weeks. So on an average 2 pounds a week is my goal, and I've hit it 5 weeks in a row. So if all goes well and I maintain the results every single week, it'll be another 10 to 11 weeks before I hit my goal. Another measurement that went down was my waist to, it says 45.5 inches, but I'm pretty sure it went down to 44. So I might have messed up when I wrote this, but I'm down 2 inches on my waist, and everything else stayed about the same. There was some really small fluctuations, but nothing major. So this video was my workout on Thursday after my weight training, because I didn't want to go to the spin class for whatever reason. And I actually kind of enjoyed it. I like just sitting there and rowing and listening to some music. I did have some issues with my pump, as you can see me checking the infusion site, because it was like almost wanting to fall off. It didn't actually fall off, but it was just something that I had to monitor pretty much the whole time. I did an interval training here, so it was 45 minutes long. I did a 5-minute warm-up, a 5-minute cool down, and every 5 minutes I went as hard as I could for 60 seconds. And that was to get my heart rate up, and then I maintained a certain speed. I think it was 500 meters in 2 minutes and 40 seconds in the in-between. But it was really hot. I sweated a lot, and it was a change, and sometimes I think that's what you need, is just a change. Next week in the gym, we're doing a deload week, which is where we're going to lower the weight per rep and increase the reps. And I think this will give me still that same pump, but just more reps and repetition. And then after that, we'll start increasing the weights again. So my goal with this whole series is to show that the average person, with or without diabetes, that weight loss is possible. It's just a little bit of dedication and consistency. Dedication being you need to track what you're eating. You can't overeat. Otherwise, all of your results will be for nothing. And consistency, just going to the gym. It takes a lot of mind work to get up for the gym every single morning and or whatever activity you're doing. But I hope this can inspire you to rethink how you're living and become a healthier version of yourself, because you're not alone in your journey. There are a lot of people out there that are struggling with the same similar issues and restrictions that you are. I have a pretty good team that consists of my wife and my family and my friends, my training partner. That can all come over time. It's not like it happened overnight. But with all of that being said, keep up the good work, everyone. Stay positive, even if it's hard. Push through the barriers and jump over the hurdles. We can do it together. I'm Mike, and this is Type 1 Diabetic Weekly. Have a good day, guys.